Hey YouTube, it's Brandon from Brandon's RV Life. Well, I got a couple things to introduce to you today. Well, technically I've got two. Well, I've got two to show you today, three to show you total. And this will make sense later. Anyway, I'm sitting in the Mazda that I was doing the head gasket on. I had done the head gasket, did everything, cleaned it up. I did take some footage, but I didn't have the guts to throw it up because I'm just not a mechanic. Not yet. Everything I know was self-taught, so I could give advice, but I couldn't guarantee it's going to be 100% accurate for you guys. But I figured I would introduce the car to you, and I've got something else sitting here for you too. And at a later date, I will show you the third item. So, couple things to address. I haven't forgotten about uploading. I just been busy trying to get stable, getting something going for winter. The van's in no shape to head down south, and I'm actually kind of thinking about throwing it for sale. So we'll see. So time will tell. Anyway, I will show you the Mazda. I've driven this, won't be a cold start, but I've driven her 16 miles today total. So anyway, here we go. Manual 5-speed. Stereo don't work. It's got 133,100 and just about ready to turn to 11. So got the key in the ignition here. Let's see what she does. Well, I know she's gonna start, but start right up. Granted, she'll run a little rough, but she never dies. Funny thing is, if I press this, watch what. Oh, I guess that didn't work anymore. Alrighty. Well, I guess my compressor finally quit. Okie doke. Alrighty. Here she is. So, I mean, other than the fact that, cracked windshield, whatnot, it's a pretty decent looking little car. So, runs all right. Sorry, guy over there is backing up, but yeah. Now I'll take you underneath, and I'll go underneath the hood and show you what I did wrong. Alright, well, while I was doing the head gasket here, I had cleaned up the head, had taken all this off, fuel railing. I'm not even 100% sure that's all the way in back there. I had marked the timing cover. The one thing about these aluminum blocks is I didn't know that I had to get whole brand new head bolts for it, and I had used the old head bolts, so it's got a minor leak. They had replaced the radiator at a mechanic shop, and this is the old cap. I'd taken this off because it kept blowing hoses. All the coolant hoses in this are brand new. This is the old cap, and what I had done was I used the old cap, tore the rubber seal off so it can release pressure, but it's not going to draw out of the reservoir. So that's the reason the condensation's here. Something quick and easy to get going. That's got windshield wipers and a decent heater. How long she'll run, I have no idea. But alrighty, on to the next one. This is my 1986 Ford F-150, and it's my new project. You know, I found the little covered thing there that attaches, it snaps all the way around inside the truck. It grills just fine. It's got the 5.0 liter V8. It's a 2-wheel drive, in decent condition. So, I mean, the bed's clean. No major rust spots anywhere. They had made a homemade tire holder for this, and looks like it's probably worthless as can be, but it's functional. Give me a sec here and I'll show you inside the cab. Okay, here we are. Seats are in really good condition. Door panels are really good. Windows are electric. Electric locks. Still got the manual smoke windows. And no, it's not that hard to climb into, but I'll probably sit in here and talk to you for the rest of the video here. It's an automatic. It's showing 29,435. Most times with these old pickups, it's rolled over, so that's 129,435 miles. Now, with this pickup, take the ignition, I turn it, unlocks the steering wheel, nothing. Now with this truck, I've got no lights, no ignition power, nothing. And so this will be the next thing that goes over to the mechanic. So you know, it's decent. I can't wait for it to run. I'm gonna put a Flowmaster 60 series on the back of it. It's a single inlet, dual outlet muffler. I ran it on a couple of my trucks. So that will be what I'm going to have for now, is this and the car back there, which you can kind of barely see. Anyway, I'm not quitting the RV lifestyle. You know, if you got a hint of what I've got to show you as a third item, please leave it in the comments below. And I will make another video here fairly soon to let you know if you're right. So, anyway, that's what I got for now. Oh, and I found this over at the store. I just gotta share this. You know, what's a redneck truck without proper redneck air freshener. Now this air freshener I found over at the grocery store, and it's shaped to be like a lure. It's got plastic hooks on the end and whatnot, and it's supposed to smell like fresh mountain air. So I thought I had to have it. So it was about $4, but oh, I'm getting a little shaky here. Anyway, yeah. So, oh, and this will be one of the last videos I make with the phone. I'm gonna swap over to making videos with my camera and my laptop, and see how that goes. It's just taken too much for my phone to handle, and I've dropped my phone quite a few different times. So nevertheless to say, my phone's in pretty bad shape. That's why I used to like the flip phones. I could run them over with the tractor, drop them in the mud, and they wouldn't do anything. So yeah, I suppose the only other thing I got to show you on this truck is the engine. Let's go look. Here it is. She's pretty old, greasy. You know, fuel injected. So, you know, I believe '86 was about one of the first years they threw fuel injection into these older Fords. So, now I don't have a battery in here right now. I'm running that in the Mazda. I'm just gonna buy a new one to put in here. But what I had found so far on this is this ground was barely hanging on by this little, I don't know if you can see that there, this little piece of insulation. So I had cut it, stripped it, put it on here, and still trying to figure out how to make that ground. I'm hoping that's part of the issue, but I would think that'd ground already. I had connected jumper wires and got this solenoid to jump, and it turned the engine over, so the engine's not locked up. The person I bought this truck from said he ran it to where it parked it. So yeah, so that is the two things I have to show you today.